Now if we check the console or the elements, let me show you. Let me expand this piece container, or let me expand puzzle container, and in some spaces we are seeing for this, that is for this, let me expand, see, that particular element is appended to this space. Then here also it is there, see the second one, but for the third and fourth piece we haven't appended because we haven't dropped any pieces there, right? Then for the fifth one it is there, see, another div element, that is the image piece, is appended to this space. Then for this as well it is there. Then for 1 2 3, that is 1 2 3, we don't have any images as of now. Then again for this we have appended the image piece to the available div element. Like this we have appended some images which are being dropped. Suppose I dropped one more here, see. Now in the fourth space, see, first, second, third, fourth, we have added the dropped image. So what we have done here, for the drop event, we have dropped the items and added two class names. That is, for the space we are adding piece present, and for the dropped piece, that is whichever piece has been dropped from here to here, we are adding the dropped piece class. So here we can see for the main div, that is for the div space here, we are having the class name piece present, and for the image piece we are having the class name dropped piece. Now when we drag a piece and suppose I place it in between these two, we are not able to understand whether this piece will go here or here once I release it. Suppose I release it, it is going to this space. So what we can do is that we can have the hover class option, then the currently being dropped space will be highlighted. But hover class has been deprecated in version 1.12. Instead of that, we need to use the classes option. Let me show you that. This is jQueryUI's droppable widgets API details. So here we have hover class. So you could see here that version deprecated in 1.12. So instead of that, suppose we want to use hover class, we need to use the classes option now. That is, within classes we have to specify UI droppable highlight. So let me copy this and let me add it for the droppable. So after this, let me have classes, and within that I have specified UI droppable to be highlight. Now let me save this and check the output. Let me click start and let me take this from here and put it here. Okay, it is not getting highlighted in fact. We are not able to see the change clearly, right? Instead of this, let me try hover class itself. Hover class, and we need to specify UI state highlight as the value of this. Okay, then put comma, and now let me check. Let me click start. Let me try to drag this. See, now it is getting highlighted. As you could see here, the second one is now getting highlighted, and if I move this towards the left hand side, this one is getting highlighted. So by using hover class itself, it is working as of now. If it is not working, then we can use the classes option provided. Okay. Now if we want to change the color of the highlighted space, what we need to do, we need to change the theme here. As of now, I have chosen the theme as this. How should I pronounce this? Trontastic, Trontastic, right? So as of now, this is the theme. If I change the theme, then the color will be changed from, as of now it is being displayed as a green color, light green or cream shade, right? Now if I change the theme, the color also will be changed. Now even if we try to add one more piece here, see, it is getting added. Why? Because we haven't implemented the logic not to accept the piece if already a piece is there. So how we can implement that? Let me show you once again. Suppose I try to place one piece here, and let me check it. Puzzle container. This is a space and one piece is added. Suppose I try to add one more piece here itself. See, it is getting added like this. So what happens here? It is actually getting added within the same div element itself. That should not happen, right? If there is a piece already, then another piece should not be added within the same space. So what we can do for that? We can use the accept option for that. So for jQueryUI, there is an accept option and we can specify the condition to be accepted. So for this, after this, let me write accept. Let me specify function. And here, let me check $this dot has class piece present. What does that mean? Whether that particular space or the div element is having the class name piece present. If it is having the class name, then we can return false, which means that that particular div element should not accept any other piece, right? Now let me save this and check. Let me click start. Let me put one piece here and let me try to put one more piece here itself. Actually, it is not accepted, but it is not going back to the original position. So what we can do for that, we can specify for the draggable, for revert option, I can specify invalid, which means that the item will revert back to its original position if it is not accepted. This should not be a semicolon, it should be a comma. Now let me save this and check the output. Let me click the start button. Let me put one piece here. It is accepted. Let me try to put one more piece. See, it is going back to its original position because already a piece is there. Let me try to put a piece here. Let me try to put another piece in the same space. See, it is moving back. So we have implemented a lot many things in this section. First of all, we have made the pieces draggable and droppable. And for droppable space, we are setting our class to be UI state highlight to see which space is going to accept the piece. Then for accept, we are returning if already a piece is present in the provided space. Okay. And here what we are doing, we are actually adding the class piece present if already a piece is dropped into a particular div element in the puzzle container div. And we are adding the class name dropped piece for already dropped piece. Next, what we need to do, we actually have to implement the logic like suppose a piece is dropped here, then it should be able to move to another space, and in that case we need to make some checks. Also, once all the 16 pieces are placed, we need to check whether it was correctly done or not. That is, whether the puzzle is solved correctly or not. We will do it in the next lecture.